part 2. If you haven't caught the first part of flood insurance information interview, you got to catch that first one. Check out my Facebook page. Go up the timeline a little bit and take a look at that video. This is actually part 2 of that interview with Heather. And please, as always, like, comment, and share and help get the information out there. Hope you enjoy. Jerad Spencer, Flair Real Estate. I'm with this lady. You may have seen our other video, lots of information. If you haven't seen it, check it out. There's a lot of content that's really, really valuable. For those that didn't catch it, who are you and where we're at?
Okay, my name's Heather Hawthorn. I'm with First Choice Insurance Services. I'm in Beaumont, Texas, in Edison Plaza, but I'm a Vidor girl, so that's how you find me. Facebook.
Really, there, or church, you know,
Yeah.
we go to church together, we see each other. Facebook, she knows everybody. It's ridiculous. So, clearing up some of the things about flood insurance. What are some of the misconceptions that people or that are out there about flood insurance?
Okay. Hey guys, I've heard everything this time. I waited and didn't get flood insurance. I can't get it now because it's hurricane season. Well, that's a lie. You can get flood insurance at any time. Now, there's a 30-day waiting period before it becomes effective, but you can purchase flood insurance at any time. The second thing is all buildings on my property are covered. Well, that's not necessarily true. If you have a pod in your yard or you have a portable storage building that's not on a permanent foundation, they won't even cover the contents in that. So they will cover your contents if it's in an enclosed structure on the property that's a permanent structure tied to a slab or pier and beam foundation like a storage building. Also, the only structure that they will cover on a property is a detached garage that's used for parking or storage. If you have 3 or 4 of them, they're not going to cover the structure on all of those.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about equipment? Lawnmowers, yard equipment, four-wheelers.
Okay, anything that's used to maintain the property, they will cover as contents, but it has to be in a building with at least 3 surrounding walls. So if you park it behind your garage or you park it out in your yard, it needs to be in the building.
Okay, so what if someone didn't itemize everything correctly and they forgot a whole bunch of stuff after insurance has already paid them? What are
You
their
can
options?
always file a supplemental claim. Just because FEMA or your flood rep, your adjuster has closed your claim, that doesn't mean that there's no more money that you can have. You can always file a supplemental claim if there are things you're missing out on. Example, air conditioner, refrigerator, dishwasher, all of those items come out of your dwelling amount, not your contents amount. So those are things, even if you have an extra refrigerator in your shop, those are things that normally they cover. So make sure you list those.
So, it's important. In being in sales, it's important to know how people get paid.
Right.
How does an insurance agent actually get paid?
We make a percentage of commission on each policy we sell. So it's just a very small percentage, might I add, but it builds up over time when you have residuals and you have a lot of clients, but that's all we make.
Now, what about the adjuster that comes out to file their claim? Do they make money if they are able to cut back?
So all adjusters are a little bit differently, but flood adjusters in particular actually get paid based on the amount of claims they write up. So they're not out to get you. If you come into a meeting with an adjuster with the attitude that they're out to get you, you're going to have a negative experience from the beginning because you set yourself up for failure. But they're there to help you. They're there to file your claim. They're there to get you as much money as they can possibly prove to FEMA that you deserve. But they want to make sure that they cover their tail and yours by making sure that they have everything documented the way it's required to be documented.
Key thing, that they can prove.
Right.
That's they have to be able to prove it. So they're not just going to make up stuff. And I've met many of these adjusters. Some of them are super, super nice people, but they have a whole bunch of people to get to, and they want to make sure they're doing it timely and efficiently. Right. One other thing, I'm gonna last a little bit, and thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
It's the deductibles. How does a person get their premium down?
Okay.
When they have an astronomical flood insurance rate.
Okay, on flood insurance, if you're on a preferred rate policy and your premium is from $200 to $500, the deductibles are flat. They're $1,250. So those you can't change. But if you're on a higher risk flood policy or your repetitive loss, the options are from $1,250 all the way up to $10,000. So sometimes there's not a lot of difference in premium, but there usually is. You can usually save $500 to $800, something like that, depending on from the minimum deductible all the way to the max. So my bet is buy the flood insurance, do a high deductible. At least you've got some coverage.
So what do you mean by high deductible?
Well, the $10,000 deductible is the highest that they'll allow.
Highest.
So you have to realize that buying flood insurance and having a $10,000 deductible is a lot better than not having any flood insurance.
Absolutely. So I've seen a few, and one of the ones that I had quoted up for a client, their best option was really at $5,000. It was the range.
Minimum.
And when you think about $5,000, if you flood your home, $5,000 is a drop in the bucket to
Right.
the scheme of getting your home back together.
Right. Well, and especially when, flood insurance comes in and they pay you so much to gut it and so much to treat the mold and so much to, for disposal and for a dumpster and all those things. So those things can eat up that $5,000 deductible pretty quickly.
Perfect. Heather, thank you so much for your time. If you haven't seen our other video, check that out. How do people find out more about you and get a hold of you?
Facebook, Heather Long Hawthorn is my name on Facebook. First Choice Insurance Services is also on there. We're in Edison Plaza in downtown Beaumont. And my phone number is 409-782-8795. Hey guys, I have some of these FEMA booklets. I have whole boxes full of them. So if anybody has FEMA questions and you want some of this free material, I have these as well as other brochures. I'll gladly drop them by your residence or your office.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Feel free to reach out, give her a shout, get those questions answered. Talk to you soon.